Hello, Scorpio. This is your full moon in Aquarius reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I'll do a modified Celtic cross followed by an oracle message from the Moonology deck. Okay, I apologize for all placement or all signs Scorpio through Sagittarius. After work, I planned to do Libra through Pisces, and I don't know what happened, but I got majorly energetically shut down. I started shaking. I got a massive headache, fatigue, but I couldn't really sleep. I did take a small nap, but anyway, these readings are going to come out potentially a little bit later than the full moon. I don't know. I'm going to try to get as many done today as I can, get them out by the 9th, but the full moon energies do continue to impact us for, several days after the full moon. So with the 8/8 portal, you should already be setting your intentions, and with all full moons, please do your releasing rituals and lean into what it would feel like to be creating the life that you want, absolutely starting to show up in 6 months. Of course, we're going to continue to move in that direction, but you'll see the first little sprouts of that hopefully in 6 months. Okay, so let's get started. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Well, isn't that... Woo! Oh my goodness, look at that. 10 of Cups with the Hermit. Well, this would be what I'm doing. Okay, sorry, I'm going to try not to personalize this. Really, Scorpio, lean into what it would feel like to be doing your purpose, your work, your dharma, your whatever. Maybe even go back to like childhood and think about, what did you used to dream about doing? Lean into that feeling. I feel like you're being guided in that direction, promise, like, believe in the rainbow. I'm getting like you're being sort of like promised that, but also that you could be a guide. For others. What's that? Oh, yeah. Strength. At the bottom of the deck. Death card. Oh boy. Tower. Oi. An Ace of Swords and the Emperor. 5 of Cups. This seems to say to me, the cards at the bottom of the deck, that this is going to require a lot of strength on your part. I think that that's something that you already know with the Hermit here. It could very well be transformative and bittersweet. Many of the other signs are getting messages around, releasing things, of course, death, endings, transformation, and there's a bittersweet quality to it that when you're living in authenticity and in your truth and moving into alignment with that sometimes we have to, oftentimes, let go of everything that we've known before, people, places, things, our roles, how people have, seen us up to this point. And so Stay strong, and I think maintain hope. What is crossing you? The Lovers. Choice. Scorpio, you want your Ten of Cups, obviously. Queen of Cups. The Empress. Knight of Wands. King of Wands. Seven of Wands. Queen of Wands. My God. Ooh. Just to keep it short and sweet, Scorpio, I think you do have choices, a choice to make. And it doesn't matter what that choice is, okay? Could be with a partner, a soulmate connection, a lover, whatever, okay? And I think what you're being advised to do is stay very focused and intentional on what you are bringing in. And remember your worth. The Empress. Like you kind of like you are creative and abundant and beautiful and loving. Knight of Wands, is this a playa or is this quick moving energy coming in? Followed by the King of Wands. I don't know about you, but I want a King of Wands rather than a Knight. Someone who is entrepreneurial, a leader, innovative, charming, charismatic, trust in divine timing, but it absolutely does not rush in. They're movers and shakers too, no doubt about that. To your charismatic Queen of Wands and your Empress, who else got that TLC song, like No Scrubs or Scrubs, whatever it's called? I don't know. I have no idea. It was like eons ago since I did that reading, but don't settle. What are you conscious of? Yeah, you kind of maybe just kind of being a little bit meh. I don't know look up. Don't focus on the past and the cups that weren't fulfilling, that are. I mean, you want 10. Here's 3. Wait, what? Open your heart chakra. Uncross your arms. Pay attention to opportunities. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Okay, so you're conscious of the Four of Cups, kind of apathy, melancholy, boredom, disinterest, but you can't have that kind of attitude when you are trying to manifest and bring in and remain hopeful, being guided towards your 10 of Cups. You have to kind of open up to the possibilities, whatever that looks like. Okay, so what's at the bottom of the deck? Ace of Swords. 3 of Swords. 8 of Swords. A truth may be coming in. Some clarity may be coming in around heartbreak, around relationship heartbreaks. You know, there's 3 of Cups down here and there's 3 of Swords here. Potentially making you feel stuck or limited, or, oh, that, you know, I've tried before and, you know, never works out, and I think I'll just be, you know, single and alone, or maybe I wasn't meant to. Wrong-o, because now you have the Ace of Swords here and you have the Ace of Cups here. You have an angel here, a guide here. Look up. Look for opportunities. But also, there's no need to settle. There's no need to rush. You've learned, I think, a lot about yourself, about relationships, about what it takes to get to and maintain that 10 of Cups energy. And obviously you've been disappointed. What is happening? I'm sorry, I'm having a moment since I am Scorpio rising. Okay, well, you want it, as I already said. A lot of the other signs are getting swords, 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 pentacles, pentacles. You're getting cups. You want a fulfilling, reciprocal relationship. I'm being drawn to this. A healing, whole. What's going on here with her shoes? Stable, secure. Oh my God. Where's my other? Okay, I gotta check this at some point. Like, I'm seeing her red shoes poking out underneath her gown. I've never noticed that before. These colors are extremely, they're vibrant and they are accentuated in a different way than my normal Rider Waite. So the red just really pops out to me. But look at her red. It's like the ruby red slippers, right? The ruby red slippers. You always had it, my dear. You just had to own it. It's within you. This love and wholeness and acceptance is within you. And now you have an opportunity here to call in, to meet, being guided to meet. Well, I might have spoken too soon. I don't think I spoke too soon. Hold on. To meet your counterpart. Okay? But here we have at the bottom of the deck, the devil. The Knight of Cups. And Strength. Ooh. And Ace of Wands. You. And the Emperor. And Five of Cups. Yeah, we're giving up toxic relationships. One second, I've got to let my dog out. Okay, so what was I saying? So maybe once upon a time, you were drawn in by a certain type. And it was brought on by the basis of, you know, kind of that devil energy. The devil energy is the thing that like holds you back from living a full life. But if you can see, I don't have any pentacles here, but the star on the devil's head is in reverse, meaning that the most important thing is the material, right? So sex, money, love, not love, looks, just think about you know, the hedonistic-y stuff, which there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. But that doesn't make a loving, that is not the only thing that creates a truly loving, stable relationship. I feel like there's something else that I can't access. What is it? Scorpio, you are a deep energy. Surface level is not enough for you. It will never ever work for you. The spiritual connection that comes with the Ace of Cups. The wholeness, the overflowing, the forgiveness, the constancy, the did I say forgiveness? Forgiveness, the nurturing is what creates all of this energy in a reciprocated manner. So you may have been somebody that was always giving, or maybe you were always taking. I don't know. Jeez, we've got all the aces showing up. It's got to be reciprocal. And Scorpio, I just don't think whoever's watching this, I don't think you have time for or want to go on a cycle of repeat of, you know, people that cannot reciprocate, that aren't emotionally available, they don't have the capacity to offer you mature, constant, consistent, depth in their relationship with you. Their it's not the word I want. In their interactions, in their time spent with you. Okay, what lies in the past for Scorpio? What lies in the past for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I mean, Scorpio, you want, if this is your North Node, I know that you want the intensity. You want the loyalty, the commitment. And the South Node, Taurus, you know, the sensuality and the hedonistic kind of stuff, that's like, no, that again, that's important too. If you're not having that kind of stuff, you know, the va-va-va-voom, that becomes extremely important sometimes in relationships. Like all of a sudden it's the most important thing when you're not having it. But you have to have that intensity, that soul connection, that spiritual dynamic to your relationships, or it just is not fulfilling, and you don't have to settle for it. And you've been healing on something that was, you know, just not working in the past. Other people have been getting this energy as well. So it's like, no, I'm healing. I'm no longer going to be fighting. Like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let me go let him in. Hold on. Okay. Are we recording? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what. Uh-oh. Plus the tower. Okay, had the tower as well. But where was that? Well, there was an ending. Okay, there was something upended and you've been healing. Could have been surprising. Might not have been surprising. Maybe it was a long time coming and then you, or they, or whatever, something happened that was, you know, quite, it could be you. Like, you know what? I'm like, going back to the beginning. I am rebuilding my expectations, who I am, how I show up, what I give, what I don't, and doing my healing. I'm not doing this. I'm not. I'm gonna do some deep work, shadow work, and do better in my choices. Oh my God, yeah. I'm going to embrace, you know, who I am authentically. And if I'm meeting people that can't meet that, then no. Then I'm not going to keep, you know, fighting for it and frustrating myself. No, my peace is my peace is priceless. My peace is priceless, okay? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What lies before them? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Ooh, look at you, independent. Prosperous, abundant, independent. Yeah, you may stay single for a while. So we've got a 9 of Pentacles. We've also got the 9 of Wands. This Knight of Cups keeps wanting to show up. The Chariot. Again, I'm going to say, please don't be paranoid. Keep your heart open. Know who you are. You've been through it. You know what to do. You know where you're going. You know what you want. And if an offer is made, all right, hey, let's go out. Let's take a walk. Let's that doesn't make sense. Don't let anyone take you off course. You are on a course, almost like a mission. Keep your heart open. Look up. Stay focused. Know your worth. Trust. Wow. Okay. I was just hearing the song, and it's kind of like the song I want played at my funeral. It's a old, I think it's a Winona Judd song. It might be a Judd's song. And the lyrics I was hearing was something like when I know the place I'm going, or when I get to the place I'm going, and then it kind of like faded off, and I think I said it out loud. That doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. This is feeling very personalized, oddly, but I think of it as my funeral song. But for this reading, I was thinking, you're going somewhere. You have a mission and a vision. And just don't waste time on just whatever's going on out there in the world of just half offers. Do you know what I mean? But open your heart. Look up for opportunities. Oh, baby. Okay. Advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio. What is that song? Well, I looked up songs for other signs. I'll see if I can find this song. I don't even know what lyrics to put in. When I get now they're pulling up Brad Paisley. Let me see, Winona. Judd lyrics. When I reach the place I'm going, I'll surely know my way, and I will turn and look inside me and bid farewell to one more day. Every light begins with darkness. Every flower. I don't want to cry. Well, I don't want to cry. So look up the lyrics to When I Reach the Place I'm Going, and it's Goin, Goin, by Winona Judd, dated 1992. Because if I start reading it, I'm going to start crying. Okay. And advice. Just did my makeup. I need to get to an appointment. Okay, come on. Advice. Advice for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Sun, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Advice for Scorpio. Sun, Rising, Venus. Okay, I got all discombobulated. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. Got the, Three of Cups. So now, how many threes? No, fours. Okay. You know, this, so we've got 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and then 5 of Pentacles. A lot of people say, 8 of Cups is walking away. I see that too, but I also see it and choose to believe this is not walking away. It's walking towards your 10 of Cups, walking first towards your 9 of Cups, which is self-satisfaction and that love and sort of sense of wholeness within yourself. Moving towards community. So much cups here. It's unreal. Except for here, which this was in the past. These swords were in the past. And then in the future, we finally have, Pentacle here. But when you're walking along your path, the Hermit, right, and the 5 of Pentacles, you can feel very alone in the journey. The dark night of the soul, sometimes choosing to move to a place that is more in alignment with who you are. I already said this at the beginning of the reading, can feel and is often a lonely time. A time of being with yourself, solo, alone. But you're not. Being guided, okay? So trust in that. Look at that. Where are you going in your spiritual chariot? My goodness, what am I going to title this? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Goodness. It's clear you want a fulfilling relationship, Scorpio. I just think that you have shut yourself down a little bit, and it's time to open up. The answers you need are coming. There is clarity. Remember, we had the Ace of Swords with, oh my goodness, with the 3 of Swords. So the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. And you're very close to achieving your goal at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay. Full moon in Gemini, full moon in Gemini, full moon in Gemini. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing may well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. So that Knight of Cups kept showing up. Someone might be coming towards you to express something. But again, is it enough? And it says you will be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words, right? I don't think you will. I don't think you have much to say. You'll listen, but I don't think there's much for you to say that you even care to, if there's something coming back. Words have enormous power, as metaphysician Florence Scovel put it. Your word is your wand. You create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. Attune to the moon. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Additional meanings for this card. Don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off this situation and just move on. Job applications have good prospects. Well, alrighty then. Okay, well, thanks so much for being here, Scorpio. Wow, this was quite a reading. I'm definitely going to rewatch this for inspiration for myself. So thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye.